Welcome to the second installment of our nesting dinghy build. Thank you so much for watching. We really hope you enjoy the episode. Remember to give us a thumbs up and leave your comments down below. So from mid-morning to early afternoon, we had really calm, warm conditions that caused the resin to set really quickly, even when it was only mixed at 1%.
Why don't you wait on that, because I think we could use a bunch more if there is.
And then as we were working on the shoreline, mid-afternoon would set in and we would have a really cold breeze pick up every day, which made the curing time for the resin a lot longer.
Scrape this down, I guess.
Yeah, this one's a little bit wider than that.
We did not have the ideal thickening agent that we wanted to use for the fillets, and we're never really 100% happy with the result.
Yeah. Everyone has their opinion.
Oh yeah.
That looks good, right? Our countertops, like our breakfast.
We opted against using the first batch of resin that we purchased from the hardware store in town. It was just all varied consistencies, colors, some of it was gelled, it had different setting times. We just didn't know how old or how good it was, and then we ended up finding a local Panga boat building workshop in town. And they had all the bulk drums there of resin, of the gel coats, the acetones, everything we'd need, including stuff we couldn't find elsewhere, like all the different sandpaper grits we needed, everything. At least it was some sort of consistency. $200. These are our precise measurements in the baby bottle.
Resina?
Resina. It goes into your local party cup.
Yeah.
Plastic cup from the baby bottle.
Got 2.5 mils of Secante, the hard drink.
4 mils.
Oh, 4 mils, that's right. What are you doing?
With the Mandarin soft drink. And stir. Let's change colour. We're going to make a peanut butter now, as they always like to call it, not a yogurt. Yogurt's for other stuff. And we'll make this thickened so that we can do our fillets.
Yep, so we got the nice plastic spoon.
Yep, your tablespoon fast food.
Yep.
How many of those?
We think about 19 heaping tablespoons.
We're not sure what this is. We think it's something.
Some sort
Bondo or something.
Yeah.
We're not really sure.
They use it when they make the pongus. That's all we know.
Yeah, it's the best we could find for like a
it's the only
fiber
filler we could find. Yeah.
Peanut butter, and we'll go fillet.
Are you gonna fillet the fish?
What I don't understand is, yeah, it's the same word. So I think you Americans got it wrong because it is fillet. So why do you call it a fillet?
That's the French word.
Are you in France? I think this wider part, I want this thicker one though, right? And then the littler one up there. Or...
We left the dinghy stitched together for the entire time we finished out the fillets on the inside. We took the best precautions we could while working, but as we quickly found out down here at the Ponga shop, they didn't have masks, we couldn't find rubber gloves anywhere, so some materials were hard to find.
Yeah.
Sander will be fine for the rest of that.
Yep.
Yeah, so what are you thinking for this here? We'll need filling too, or you think the sander will take that down enough to where we can put fiberglass over it, I think? Or?
Well, we could sand it out. There'd be lots of sanding.
Using lap sanding discs and plenty of sanding pads, we ground the fillets back to a nice smooth surface for fiberglassing the seams. Wetting out the areas and glassing with cut woven cloth, as we didn't have the required 4-inch tape that was asked for.
It was the moment of truth when we flipped the boat over and started to break off the stitching, leaving us with something that kind of resembled a usable boat.
Planing, grinding and sanding down the chines on the outside would give us a nice smooth surface to come through with more fillets and more fiberglassing.
So by this stage we had found that the pastry bag method worked really well, especially for the smaller fillets on the outside, leaving us with much cleaner work and less sanding.
You putting on fiberglass?
Or as we found out today, it's actually not called fibre.
Fibre, no, the guy at the hardware store, he brought out like the, not the woven
mat.
stuff,
The
mat.
stranded
He said
stuff,
this
yeah.
is petatillo, which I'm guessing means woven.
So there would be 2 middle bulkheads in this boat, which would form the cut line for the dinghy. That's right, we're going to cut a perfectly good dinghy in half. The whole point of a nesting dinghy is to have 2 pieces so one can fit inside the other. The outside glassed and filleted, we were now able to place the second midships bulkhead in place with a 1/4-inch spacer in between the two, and that would actually be our cut line. Having Fred in town with a rental car was such a big help, and otherwise would have resulted in an all-day errand just to walk into town and back, especially if it meant a bus ride into the big city where the lumberyard was.
Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe so you don't miss out on the conclusion.